Hello, my name is Austin Schroeder, and I'll be giving my food presentation about the frozen breakfast foods. From Meyer, I researched Pillsbury's strawberry toaster strudels, Kellogg's homestyle Eggo waffles, Jimmy Dean's sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast croissant, and El Monterey's egg, applewood, smoked bacon, and cheese burrito. From Kroger, I researched Kroger's cinnamon French toast sticks, Jimmy Dean's pancakes and sausage on a stick, and Jimmy Dean's sausage and gravy breakfast bowl with potatoes, country gravy, egg, sausage, and cheddar cheese. From Whole Foods, I researched 365 buttermilk pancakes, Amazon Superberry acai bowl, and Vital Farms sausage and cheddar cheese breakfast bar. This chart shows a comparison of all the products. The strawberry toaster strudel had a serving size of 2 pastries and a number of servings of 3. It was 350 calories, 13 grams of fat, 53 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. It's also important to note that this product had the most amount of carbohydrates out of all the products. The Eggo waffles had a serving size of 2 waffles, total number of 5 servings, 180 calories, 5 grams of fat, 30 grams of carbs, and 4 grams of protein. The breakfast croissant had a serving size of 1 sandwich and a total servings of 4. It had 400 calories, 26 grams of fat, 29 grams of carbohydrates, and 13 grams of protein. It is also important to note that the breakfast croissant had the most calories and fat out of all of the products. The breakfast burrito had a serving size of 1 burrito and a total number of 1 serving. It was 300 calories, 12 grams of fat, 36 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of protein. The pancakes and sausage on a stick had a serving size of 1 stick, and it came with 12 pancakes on a stick. It was 250 calories, 15 grams of fat, 22 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of protein. The sausage and gravy breakfast bowl had a serving size of 1 bowl, and it only came with 1 bowl. It is 350 calories, 23 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of protein. The buttermilk pancakes come with a serving size of 3 pancakes, a serving size of 4, and is 290 calories. It also had 8 grams of fat, 47 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein. The acai bowl without toppings had a serving size of 1 and a total serving of 1, and it had 160 calories, 4 grams of fat, 38 grams of carbs, and 1 gram of protein. With toppings, this changed to 230 calories, 6 grams of fat, 48 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein. And finally, the breakfast bar had a serving size of 1 bar, a total number of servings of 1, 190 calories, 11 grams of fat, 12 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of protein. One interesting thing to note about all of these products is they all had a very large amount of carbs. Also, the breakfast bar had the most amount of protein out of all the products. This chart shows a comparison of the total price versus prices per serving. Some points to note is overall, many of these options are relatively cheap. However, pancakes and sausage on a stick had the highest total price, but close to one of the lowest prices per serving. So if you're looking for a good economic choice, I would recommend that option, as we saw the number of servings was very large comparatively. Also, Eggo waffles had the lowest price per serving, and the acai bowl had the highest price per serving. This is very common for the products because stores like Whole Foods, who sell natural, organic products, tend to have higher costs associated with them. This slide shows the prominent ingredients in each product that make up 90% of the total ingredients. The ingredients highlighted in red are the most common ingredients across all of the products, such as enriched flour, water, soybean oil, high fructose corn syrup, vegetable oil, and sugar. One thing to note is that almost every product has enriched flour, except some are bleached. This is important because bleaching is a chemical process which is supposed to advance the aging of the product. This chart shows some of the red flags of the products. For the strawberry toaster strudel, it is high carb content with lots of added sugar. Eggo waffles overall just had a low nutritional value. The breakfast croissant had a high sodium and fat content. In the breakfast burrito, I saw something called dough conditioners, which I had never heard of before. And when I looked up, I found that it was used to strengthen texture and improve consistency. The French toast sticks had ingredients known as polysorbate 60 and 80, which are used to extend the shelf life, improve strength, and increase volume. The pancakes and sausage on a stick contains BHT. This is a lab-made chemical used as a preservative. Also, it is used in the medical field for herpes and AIDS treatment. The sausage and gravy breakfast bowl contained maltodextrin. This can cause a high spike in blood glucose level and should be avoided if diabetic or predisposed to diabetes. The buttermilk pancakes were high in carbs with added content or with added sugar, and the acai bowl had a high carb content with lots of added sugar. What surprised me is that there are many cheap breakfast choices. Also, there are fewer ingredients in the whole foods product. There is a general high carb content in all of the products and high amounts of added sugar in many of the products. Also, one important thing that I figured out is that the sugar content before the toppings was very high. For example, with French toast sticks, waffles, and pancakes, many people also add other sugary toppings like syrup on them as well, which only increases the amount of sugar in the meal. Overall, the healthiest choice that I decided was the Amazon Superberry Acai Bowl. It was very high in vitamins and essential micronutrients. And you can also eat these without toppings, which is a healthier option. Another option to pick from is El Monterey's egg, applewood, smoked bacon, and cheese burrito. I chose this as a secondary option because it is a cheaper option. It also has balanced fats, carbs, and proteins. However, it needs to be watched that it has a high sodium content. Some of the worst options out of the 10 options were the Pillsbury Strawberry Toaster Strudels because they're very high in added sugars, Jimmy Dean's Sausage, Egg, and Cheese Breakfast Croissant because they're very high in calories, fat, cholesterol, and sodium, and also Jimmy Dean's Sausage and Gravy Breakfast Bowl with potatoes, country gravy, eggs, and sausage and cheddar cheese because this was high in saturated fats, cholesterol, and sodium. Overall, the frozen breakfast foods were fairly affordable. However, they were very high in amounts of carbs and added sugars, which you need to watch out for. And if you are able to spend a little extra money, you could find nutritional and healthy options.